The question arrives in the middle of the night. Sometimes when you cannot sleep, when the weight of your family history presses down on you like a thick blanket. Why was I born into this family? Maybe your family has been a source of deep pain. Maybe you carry wounds from childhood that still ache. Maybe you look at other families, the ones that seem so put together, and you wonder why God gave you this particular set of parents, these siblings, this history. Perhaps you have spent years trying to escape your family's shadow. You moved far away. You built a different life. You promised yourself you would never repeat their mistakes. And yet somehow you still feel tied to them. Their patterns show up in your relationships. Their voices echo in your mind. Their sins seem to reach across generations and touch you. What if God had a purpose in all of this? What if your family was not an accident? What if He placed you exactly where you are for a reason that goes far beyond what you can see right now? The Bible tells us that God is sovereign over all things. He is not surprised by your family tree. He is not confused about your past. He does not look at your upbringing and wish He had done things differently. Psalm 139 says that He knit you together in your mother's womb. He formed your inward parts. He watched you being woven together in that secret place. He knew you before you were born. He wrote every day of your life in His book before one of them came to be. This is not just poetry. This is a profound truth about who you are and how God sees you. Your family was not a cosmic accident. You are not the result of random chance. You are a child of God, created with intention, placed into a specific family for a specific purpose. Now, this might be hard to hear, especially if your family has caused you great pain, especially if you have been hurt by the very people who were supposed to protect you. But listen closely. God's plan is not undone by human failure. He does not need perfect parents to accomplish His purposes. He is the one who works all things together for good for those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. The key word there is all things, not some things, not the good things, all things. That includes the messy, broken, painful parts of your family story. He can use every single piece of it for your good and for His glory. Think about Joseph in the Old Testament. His brothers hated him. They sold him into slavery. They lied to their father about what happened. They intended to destroy him. But Joseph understood something profound when he finally revealed himself to his brothers years later. He did not say, "Look at what you did to me." He said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Joseph saw his family's betrayal through the lens of God's sovereignty. He did not minimize the pain, but he saw a bigger picture. God used his family's sin to position him to save countless lives. Can you see this in your own family? The things that were intended to harm you, God can use for good. The rejection you experience can teach you about God's unconditional acceptance. The neglect you suffered can help you understand the depth of God's compassion. The dysfunction you survived can make you more sensitive to the pain of others. This is not about pretending your family was perfect. It is not about excusing sin or minimizing abuse. It is about trusting that God is bigger than your family's brokenness. He is the Redeemer. He can take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it into something beautiful. There is a deeper cheer here. God does not just use your family despite their failures. He chooses to work through your family because of their failures. Think about this. The family of Jesus was not perfect. His genealogy includes some shocking figures. There is Judah, who slept with his daughter-in-law Tamar. There is Rahab, a Gentile prostitute. There is David, an adulterer and murderer. There is Solomon, who worshipped foreign gods. God did not hide these flaws. He put them right in the genealogy of his own son. Why? To show that he can work through anyone. He can redeem any story. He can bring light out of the darkest places. You were born into your family because God has a mission for you. He has something He wants to do in your life that can only be accomplished through the unique circumstances of your upbringing. The strengths and weaknesses of your family are the raw materials He is using to shape you into the person He created you to be. Think of a sculptor. A sculptor does not choose a flawless piece of marble. He chooses a piece that has just the right shape and texture for his vision. He sees the statue hidden inside the stone. He chips away at the surface. He works with the grain. He uses every imperfection as part of the final design. That is what God does with your family. He sees the person He is forming. He uses the hardness and the softness, the strength and the weakness, the beauty and the brokenness to create something beautiful. Your family is your first training ground for the Christian life. It is where you first learned about love and forgiveness, or perhaps where you first learned how much you need them. It is where you first experienced rejection and learned to forgive. It is where you first saw human weakness and learned to rely on God's strength. Your family shaped your deepest patterns, your hidden assumptions, your understanding of who you are and who God is. And God intends to use every part of that formation for His glory. St. John Paul Tell called the family the first school of Christian life. Think about what that means. Der first school is where you learn the basics. It is where you develop the skills you will use for the rest of your life. In your family, you learned how to love. Perhaps you learned that love is patient and kind. Perhaps you learned that love sometimes hurts. Perhaps you learned that love is hard and requires sacrifice. These are lessons you needed to learn before you could truly love God and love others. The Second Vatican Council called the family the domestic church. This is a powerful phrase. A church is a place of worship. It is a place where God is encountered. It is a place where the Word is taught and the sacraments are celebrated. Your family was meant to be the place where you first encountered God. It was meant to be the place where you learned to pray. It was meant to be the place where you learned to worship. Even if your family did not do these things well, they still shaped your spiritual journey. They taught you what it means to seek God or what it means to need to seek Him. They showed you the power of faith or the emptiness of its absence. God can use both. Now, let us consider the spiritual reality. Your family is a spiritual battlefield. The enemy knows that the family is the building block of society. If he can destroy the family, he can destroy the culture. This is why families are under such intense attack. The enemy targets the domestic church. He knows that if he can tear apart families, he can weaken the church. He knows that if he can wound children, he can wound the future. He knows that if he can destroy marriages, he can destroy vocations. He knows that if he can silence the parents, he can silence the teachers. And yet, God is more powerful than the enemy. He has a plan for your family. He has a purpose for your life. He has placed you in that family for a reason, and He will give you the grace you need to fulfill that purpose. The enemy may have meant your family for destruction, but God means your family for redemption. He is not finished with you. He is not finished with your fivefold. He is working all things together for good. He is restoring what was broken. He is healing what was wounded. He is redeeming what was lost. This is why you were born into this family. You are not the victim of your family's story. You are the one who is called to break the cycle. You are the one who is called to bring healing to the wounds. You are the one who is called to open the door to grace. You are the one who is called to build the domestic church. Maybe your family is broken. Maybe there is a history of addiction, abuse, or abandonment. Maybe there is a legacy of anger or unforgiveness. God wants to break those chains through you. He wants to use you to bring healing to your family tree. He wants to use you to stop the cycle of sin and start a new legacy of faith. This is a profound calling, but it is also a gift. You have been given the opportunity to be part of God's restoration plan. You have been given the chance to be a co-worker with Christ in building His kingdom. You have been given the mission to bring your family. Taught Him. Consider the power of this. You are not just a product of your family. You are a gift to your family. God gave you to them. He placed you in their lives for a reason. You may not see it now, but you are a blessing to your family. Your prayers, your love, your forgiveness, and your witness are bringing grace into their lives. Even when they do not understand, even when they reject you, even when they hurt you. Your faithfulness is planting seeds that may one day bear fruit. There is a beautiful truth here. God is the Father of all families. He is the one who gives every family its name. He is the source of all fatherhood and motherhood. He is the one who has designed the family to be the place of holiness. When you embrace your family, even with all its brokenness, you are embracing God's plan for you. When you love your family, even when it is hard, you are loving God. When you forgive your family, even when it seems impossible, you are becoming more like Christ. The saints understood this. They knew that family was a gift from God. They knew that it was a path to holiness. They did not see their families as obstacles to be overcome. They saw them as opportunities to grow in virtue. They saw them as opportunities to love unconditionally. Think of Saint Thea of Lisieux. She lost her mother when she was only 4 years old. She was raised by her older sisters. She suffered from illness and anxiety. She lost her father to mental illness. Her childhood was far from perfect, but she did not become bitter. She did not blame God. Instead, she embraced her family as God's gift to her. She saw every difficulty as an opportunity to grow closer to Christ. She learned to love her sisters even when they annoyed her. She learned to forgive her family's weaknesses. She became a saint because she embraced her family as God's plan for her life. You can do the same. You can embrace your family as God's plan for you. You can love them even when it is hard. You can forgive them even when it hurts. You can pray for them even when they do not seem to care. And in doing so, you will become more like Christ. This is the heart of the gospel. Jesus came to restore what was broken. He came to heal what was wounded. He came to redeem what was lost. He came to bring us back to the Father. He came to give us a new family. He came to make us children of God. When you were born into your biological family, you received a particular inheritance. But when you were born again in baptism, you received a new inheritance. You became part of the family of God. This is the greatest gift. This is the greatest reality. You are not just a member of a human family. You are a child of God. You are a brother or sister of Christ. You are part of the heavenly family. This changes everything. It does not erase the pain of your past, but it gives you a new identity. It does not remove the challenges of your present, but it gives you a new purpose. It does not guarantee that your future will be easy, but it gives you a new hope. You were born into your family because God has a mission for you. You were born into your family because God has a purpose for you. You were born into your family because God has a plan for you, and that plan is good. It is a plan to give you a hope and a future. It is a plan to conform you to the image of His Son. It is a plan to bring you home to Him. So do not despair about your family. Do not lose hope. Do not give up. God is at work. He is working in you. He is working through you. He is working in your family. He will not abandon you. He will not leave you alone. He will give you the grace you need. You are not alone in this. You have the saints. You have the angels. You have the church. You have the sacraments. You have the Blessed Virgin Mary. You have the intercession of Saint Michael. You have the prayers of your guardian angel. You have everything you need to fulfill your purpose. So take heart, take courage, trust in God. Trust in His plan, trust in His love. He has placed you in this family for a reason. He has a purpose for your life. He is calling you to holiness. He is calling you to be a saint. He is calling you to bring your family to Him. Perhaps you are thinking about a specific family member right now, someone you struggled to love, someone who has wounded you, someone who has rejected you. God wants to use you to bring healing to that relationship. He wants to give you the grace to forgive. He wants to give you the strength to love. He wants to give you the wisdom to know how to reach them. This may not happen overnight. It may take years. It may take a lifetime. But do not give up. Keep praying. Keep loving. Keep forgiving. Keep trusting. God is faithful. He will complete the work He has begun in you. He will complete the work He has begun in your family. The story of your family is not over. It is still being written, and you have a part to play. You can be the one who changes the ending. You can be the one who brings light into the darkness. You can be the one who brings hope into despair. You can be the one who brings love into hatred. This is your calling. This is your mission. This is your purpose. You were born into this family for such a time as.